is for one particular computer, you'll add more storage, hard disk, okay, and then increase, the compute resources, that is upgrade it to high-end processor, okay, add more RAM, okay, all these things you do. That is vertical scaling to a single computer. To a single computer, you can add all those things. That is what it is. But there is certain limit, right? To a single computer, to what extent we can upgrade? That is adding, increasing the power. There is certain limit, right? That's when, like, to handle big data, right? I mean, your workload has to be distributed across a group of computers. That is, you can create a group of computers through network, okay, and you can distribute your workload to a set of computers. That is not possible in case of relational databases. Okay, in Snowflake you can do that. Let me show you. See, you don't have to worry much. We'll have a detailed session on this, okay, on architecture front. That is what advantage you get with Snowflake. Okay, if you take, right, this relational database. Yeah, someone were asking, have raised their hand, right? Any confusion? So what I'm saying is, since if you install that software, either SQL Server or Oracle in one particular computer, you call that a server. All your data will be stored in hard disk of that particular computer, and in order to run queries, right, access the data that is there in that hard disk, users, how they will access is through network. So in order to access the data, they would require processor, compute power, that is processor, RAM, all those things. Since it is one single mission, you can't kind of increase the capacity to any extent. There is certain limit, right? You can upgrade it to high-end processor that is available right now and add certain storage, hard disk, certain RAM, but beyond a limit you can't handle it, right? So that's when this is vertical scaling. You can't scale things horizontally in case of relational database. That is, create, a cluster of group of computers. Okay, through network you will connect a group of computers and you will kind of distribute your workload in the sense, say many users are there, you wanted to distribute that particular workload to multiple computers. That is not possible here. Okay, that's when, like, Snowflake came up with unique architecture. Let me show you. If you take our Snowflake, right, as I said, it is available on all leading cloud platforms, like that is Google Cloud, GCP, Amazon AWS, uh, Microsoft Azure. Okay, so and then this is the Snowflake architecture. If you see here, you have got separate storage. Okay, here in case of relational database, right, relational database, here all your data is stored in that hard disk of that particular computer, and in order to run your queries, compute resources, right, processor, RAM, all these things will be used. You will use the compute resources of that particular single computer. That is, both storage and compute, right, are in one particular machine. That is, they're coupled together, right? They're coupled together in the sense they're in one single machine. Okay, whereas in case of Snowflake, okay, what is unique with Snowflake is storage is separate. Storage is separate in the sense all your data will be stored separately in cloud. Okay, in cloud. So in cloud, there is no limit in terms of how much volume of data you can store. Okay, you don't have to worry about storage capacity. Here in our case, in relational database, if the volume of data increases, right, if the volume of data increases, you'll have to buy, additional hard disk and add it, right, here. That's what it is. Here in Snowflake, since it is all the data uh, is stored in a separate layer altogether. Okay, storage layer, all your data will be stored in cloud. In cloud, there is no limit in terms of how much volume of data you can store. Okay, and also, say you are using 1 TB of data. Okay, you are storing 1 TB of data in Snowflake, you'll pay only for that. Okay, and later point, after a year, your data volume is going to increase to 10 TB. So you don't have to worry, because in cloud it is unlimited scale. Unlimited scale in the sense, you and there is no limit in terms of volume of data that you can store. You even gigabytes of data you can store here. Okay, that's what petabytes, right? Sorry, not gigabytes, it's petabytes of data also you can store. In case of cloud, you don't face any issue. Okay, and also how you will pay the cost for storage, that is whatever volume of data, based on how much. Right now, if you are storing 1 GB of data, okay, for the entire month, you'll pay only for that 1 GB. Here, in case of Snowflake, storage costs are very minimal, in the sense very cheap. Okay, and that too, it is on top of compressed data. You'll get complete clarity on that. Don't worry. Okay, the storage is a separate layer altogether, and then compute. Compute means if you have to run access this data, right? You would require processor, RAM, all those things, right? For that, that you call it as query processing. That will be done through is, I mean, in Snowflake, it will be done through a separate layer. It is not tied together. Like not in, it will not be in one computer like your relational database, like Oracle SQL Server. Okay, like this. It is not like one particular machine. That is one particular computer. Here, storage is separate layer, and it can be scaled independently. Scaled in the sense, increase, you can increase, add storage capacity to any extent. That is, you can store how much of volume of data you want. Okay, and then query processing. That is, in order to run your queries, you would need processor, RAM, all these things, right? That how you'll get in Snowflake is through this layer. Here you have something called virtual warehouse. Okay, what is this virtual warehouse is? Let me show you. I mean, see here, virtual warehouse is a cluster of compute nodes or machines. That means a group of computers. Okay, cluster means group. Cluster means group. That is like this. Let me show you. You can have a group of host means computer here. Okay, you can have a group of computers tied together in a network. Okay, through network, like you will have a group of computers. That particular group of computers, you call it as virtual warehouse. Virtual warehouse, right? What it is it is a cluster of compute nodes or machines. Compute nodes means a group of computers. Okay, so here, in order to run your queries, right, you have a separate layer called query processing. In your query processing layer, right, you have something called virtual warehouse. What is this virtual warehouses? A group of computers. Okay, if you, there are different sizes of virtual warehouses. Okay, what are the different sizes are? Extra small, small, medium. So what it is let me show you practically. If you come here, right, what I mean to say is, let me come. Say I have some data in a database. Oh, don't worry, guys. You will get started from scratch. Okay, I'm trying to show you on high level what it is. Okay, say you have a database here. Okay, say some specific database, production underscore DB. Under this, you have few tables. Okay, all your data will be stored in the form of tables in your database. Okay, in our next session, we'll be starting database basics from scratch. Okay, from very basic. I mean, the database concepts. You don't have to worry. Now I'm trying to show you what it is. Say you are trying to run one SQL query. That is, you will store data in the form of tables, right? How will access data from the tables is you will run select statement. That is, select star from star means all the data from a table. As I said, we'll be starting SQL from basics. Okay. Say if you have to run anything in Snowflake, you would require processor, RAM, all those things, right? How you'd get those things in Snowflake is through this virtual warehouse. Okay, what is virtual warehouse? It is group of computers. Okay, here you'll get different sizes of these warehouses: extra small, small, medium, large, this way up to 6XL. Okay, what it is right, extra small. If you select virtual warehouse of size extra small, that means you will get compute power of one machine. Okay, one computer, you'll get power of one computer. If you select your virtual warehouse size of extra small to run your query, you'll get compute power of one computer. Okay, I mean power of one computer to run your query. That is processor, RAM of one computer you will get. If you select small, you will get compute power of power of two computers. That is processor, RAM of two computers. That much power you will get. If you select medium, right, you will get power of four computers. Okay, to run your query.